Few things are more soothing than watching a rhythmic machine perform a mind-blowing task as effortlessly as Guthrie Govan's fingers dancing around a guitar neck. In today's video, we will be looking at the 10 most satisfying inventions in the world, so stick with me until the end of this video as it promises to be fun. Few things are as unsatisfying as seeing trash floating around the ocean, but there's so much of it. We can't just swim around and collect it all, right? So, a company called Saving Project has devised a better idea, an ocean trash collector that's as ecologically sound as it is fun to watch. The idea is shockingly basic. Place a large trash bin in the water with only the top of its head sticking out inside our plastic mesh and filter. And below all that is a water pump designed to suck water into the beam, also getting sucked in anything in the water including plastics, paper, cigarette butts, and other trashy foreign objects. Seeing bottles, bags, cigarettes, and countless other things slowly sink into the seeming one by one like a watery conveyor belt is something you could peacefully meditate over for hours. This may be the single most satisfying way to mold plastic we've ever seen. This vacuum forming machine, designed by a company called Formic, uses heat and vacuum sealing to form a 4mm sheet of plastic around a preset mold. Just place the mold into the machine, lower it, insert the plastic at the top, and the machine does the rest. After 60 seconds of intense heat, the plastic becomes super soft and flexible. You raise the mold up, and when the two meet, they gel together in the coolest mold formation you'll ever see. In an instance, plastic assumes the form of a mold. Car, shoe, gorilla head, steering wheel, or anything else your mind desires. A lot of these satisfying inventions do one thing that feeds the eyes with happiness. Manufacturing giant Optimus gives us this feeling too, by making road paving a thing of beauty. Optimus starts by flattening out the gravel of the windy road with a length greater screed. Seeing the large chunks of material slowly being flattened into a manageable, even surface is positively heartwarming. Then comes the laying of the concrete, officially called the Máquina Pavimentadora Optimus T11 Basic. The Optimus paver laying machine turns the mundane act of cement pouring into a satisfying puzzle. The concrete is already formed and hardened, arriving in various chunks that resembled puzzle pieces. The machine lines each stone puzzle piece next to each other, leaving only a few holes for workers to effortlessly slip a brick inside. Just like that, we have a new road driveway, or parking lot, or whatever else needed paving. It's not hard work, but rather smart work, not to mention relaxing entertainment. 3D printing has been around for quite a while now, and the sheer amount of stuff you can create from one of those machines is simply incredible. But the most incredible of them all would have to be how you can 3D print yourself a house. Not a dollhouse, mind you, an actual house that you and your loved ones can comfortably live in. A housing charity called New Story has partnered with a construction tech company called Icon to mass-produce 3D printed homes and end the global homelessness crisis. Humans start by assembling the basic wooden structure, then the giant 3D printer named Vulcan to further satisfy the Trekkies. Watching this prints out layers upon layers of mortar with the precision of a master baker artfully icing a 7-layer cake. Then humans come back in and add the rest: doors, windows, plumbing, and electricity. The result is a comfortable study home with a living space, an office, a bedroom, and a bathroom. If they can pull that off in El Salvador and elsewhere, that will simply make the Vulcan's work even more satisfying. No one enjoys getting a flat tire, but imagine if you're on the moon or Mars and you get a flat tire. Well, NASA recently developed a new kind of tire to ensure they never have to deal with flats millions of miles away, and it's simply mesmerizing to see. It looks like it's made out of chainmail, though in reality, it's made from a nickel and titanium-based alloy. It doesn't puncture under pressure like traditional airfield tires, and instead simply rolls over whatever obstacle gets in its way. Seeing one of these tires drive over a tall, jagged rock in watching the titanium mesh sink and form along with the rock, all while sustaining no damage whatsoever, is incredibly soothing to both watch and think about. Imagine your vehicle riding around on such a tire, being able to drive almost anywhere you like, and never worrying about fixing a flat or changing your winter tires for summer ones. Have you ever seen those giant tractor-powered mowers and wished you could handle one yourself? If so, a company called Brylemeyer has made your dream a reality. At its heart, the Brylemeyer is a giant lawn mower Watching people use it is like something out of a drawing. The sight of someone pushing a huge mower and flattening everything in their path is simply awesome. It becomes downright comical when viewed from above, because from the sky, the mower's handler looks like an ant bringing a huge chunk of food back to the colony. The Bralomayer works in other ways too. For one, you can attach what looks like a gun tower to the mower and spray fertilizer or other materials and spectacularly long distances. If you have a large field to feed, there's no faster or more fun way to get it done. In addition, for truly huge mowing jobs, Bralomayer offers our doubled mower that you can ride on. Simply steer and watch your mower flatten down football fields, baseball diamonds, or even entire hillsides in a flash. Simply observing mowing the lawn will never be the same. Flying drones are already fun to watch, but the Helios flying drone is doubly fun at the very least. The Tony Helios and its stronger but equally Tony brother Helios 2 is encased in a sturdy circular cage that renders it tolerant, if not immune, to collisions. This allows it to float in and around tight, dark, dangerous areas that other drones and people simply cannot access. Its HD camera then transmits footage back to the operator, who simply could not have seen that location otherwise. But never mind how much a college-improved drone can benefit businesses of every kind. Simply watching the Helios in action, bobbing up and down and all around like a forever floating beach ball, is beyond satisfying. It gets even more satisfying when you're the one controlling the Helios. Folding shirts isn't usually all that soothing. Very little about doing laundry is, but the Speedy T machine is here to change that. The Speedy T is about the size of a regular table, making usage incredibly easy. Simply place an unfolded shirt on the tabletop sleeves, dangling from the edges. Then press the button, and the machine does the rest in less than 3 seconds. The bottom folds up, then one sleeve, then the other, and then finally the whole thing folds over the top. Even if you are in a department store and you need to wrap this shit up in plastic too, the Speedy T has that function as well. It folds up the shirts like usual but stops the funnel flip mid-flight. This allows the user to easily slip a plastic bag over the shirt, making it 100% shelf ready. I could just sit and watch this machine fold shirts for hours on end. Lasers can do so much more than distract cats. The Thunder laser cutting machine, for example, uses lasers to create literal works of art, and it's one of the most satisfying things to watch on the planet. Simply program the Thunder for how and where you want the laser to move, and it goes to work. It's super powerful as it can cut through wood, high-density fiberboard, and even sheet metal, creating any kind of design your mind can dream up. Watching it in person is fairly slow, as the Thunder can take an hour or more to complete the job. However, watching a sped-up video of the process is enough to make the eyes and heart dance. Watching the laser dance around the material, effortlessly cutting through and leaving behind pure art, is simply magical. Watching somebody else use the Thunder in the process will leave you just as happy. No longer do we need to laboriously lay down a road brick by brick thanks to modern technology like the RPS-6 road printer, which can simply roll out an entire road where we want it, and do so 5 times faster than if we relied entirely on manpower. Plus, we can marvel at the incredibly satisfying, almost poetic process while doing so. Workers bring loose bricks to the top of the road printer. Then they place the bricks on a curved ramp and assemble them into a series of straight lines, which the road printer then swallows up from there. The machine oozes the completed road onto whatever path you choose. It's honestly so real to watch a machine spit out a complete road as it does, and we can watch it do its job forever. Alright guys, this wraps up our video for today. Let us know your favorite inventions in the comment section, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well.